You're listening to the Peasinner Network. For more great podcasts, go to peasinner.com.au.
Peasinner
and Co.
The weave is broken. Those of might and magic are fallen. Factions fly to fill the vacuum of power as the spell plague brings destruction across the Forgotten Realms. Two heroes meet in the abandoned ruins of the Sword Coast town of Leylon. Women skilled in sword and sorcery, upon whose shoulders rests the fate of the entire Forgotten Realm.
Wait. Is he talking about us?
I sure hope not, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Oh, gods.
Hello and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, the deliberately unofficial and uncanon D&D actual play podcast. My name is Ethan Quadrio and I'll be your Dungeon Master.
My name is Miriam Feats and I'll be playing Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, the 3rd level Barbarian.
My name is Jess Wolfendale and I'll be playing Flick Goldkind, the Gnome Druid.
In case you'd forgotten, Flick and Clarrybelle attended the funeral of Dominic Drumwillow before heading with Sildar and the Rockseeker brothers to Wave Echo Cave. Before they could enter, a tear in reality appeared, and a strange creature in a purple cloak sent them all tumbling into the void. Entering a dark tower with orders from Sildar to destroy the tether within, Clarrybelle and Flick heard the same strange singing that the blue orb they held had once produced. Clarrybelle let the orb lead her to a room with the obsidian tether, while Flick kept an eye on the large shadow creatures who identified themselves as the conductors of the symphony. Destroying the tether, the duo found themselves back at Wave Echo Cave with their companions, and pushing on inside the cave, they split off with Cecil to investigate deeper into the strange tunnels found within.
Let's jump right in. Heading down your 100 steps through a corridor in Wave Echo Cave, you arrive at a door. Despite Flick's best intentions, Clarrybelle and Cecil open the door. Immediately, you hear this repeated creaking and of a flame being lit. Would you like to investigate further?
Can we see the flame?
It depends how far you'd like to open the door.
I think far enough to get my head maybe just to the crack and be able to look down further. At least to start.
You stick your head in. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
That's an 8.
You look inside and you can see a smelter that has just been lit as water turns a large water wheel that appears to be powering this smelter. The heat, even though it's probably just started, already intense. And the fire in the smelter is beginning to kind of crackle strangely. You would notice this, Clarrybelle, being familiar with stonework.
Can I, as someone who's proficient with smith's tools, would I have an idea of what kind of things this smelter would be intended to create? Or is it just...
Roll a intelligence plus your proficiency.
Yep. 6.
It's a smelter, so it's about refining the ore into usable bars. It's a big boy. It's big.
Okay.
This is a very, very well-constructed and large for huge amounts, huge quantities of ore. And the water wheel is very, very large, providing a lot of power. Okay. Very odd that it is unmanned, but running by itself.
And it appears to have just started running since we opened the door?
Correct, but already it's picked up a lot of heat.
Right. I'll turn to Flick.
So there's a really large smelter, and it seems to be working by itself, which I don't quite understand how that happens. Normally it needs people. I'm not sure what exactly. It seems very, very big.
Okay. Is it dangerous?
I have no idea.
Perhaps we should go further inside and have a look.
I narrow my eyes at him. I think I did.
Can I insight check Cecil?
I think I did insight check last time, but go ahead.
Sure.
I'm getting bad vibes from Cecil.
This is the first time I've got a bad vibe from Cecil, but I want to follow it.
Well, good.
I think that's a 4.
Okay. I mean, he seems to be a kindly old man.
Yeah.
You know he travels with Sildar, so how bad can he possibly be?
Yeah.
Right.
We had said we'd go another 10 steps into the room.
All right.
And we're not quite there.
All right. You guys go first. I'll follow behind.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll go first. Cecil, you go in the middle, and Flick will watch our backs.
That seems wise. Perhaps, maybe, 5 steps in between us each. I'm not really a front line.
All right.
And I'll open the door wide enough to walk through.
Okay, but not wide enough that Flick would be able to see you if you walked into the room?
I'll open it halfway.
Okay, and you head inside.
Yeah.
As you head inside, you immediately see behind the smelter is another door
Okay.
leading to another corridor, so you could keep going.
All right.
And you can hear some kind of shuffling from behind.
From behind the door.
From behind the smelter.
From behind the smelter.
So you can see a door through one side, and it's so wide that you can hear some kind of shuffling from the other side.
Is that 10 steps?
Not yet.
No.
Yeah, I'll take my full 10 steps forward, and I think I would love to have my maul drawn.
Okay, your maul is drawn.
As I do.
You are now standing at the smelter.
Okay.
Flick is at the door.
Cecil's
Cecil
halfway
is
between.
between the two of you.
I'm not moving from the doorway.
Fair enough.
I think now that I'm in the room, I'd like to have a better look at everything around me. And
Certainly.
see.
Roll a perception check.
Can I also see what I can see from the door?
It's a 9.
Okay.
That's the highest I've rolled on the die so far tonight, and it was a 6.
Yes, Jess, you may also roll a perception check.
That'd be a 13.
13. Okay. The both of you, but not Cecil,
Oh.
see as this grey dwarf begins to sprint towards you with a massive battle axe. Can we all run initiative?
Come on. Come on. That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Who thought there'd be something dangerous behind the door? A 9 for me.
You are going first, Clarrybelle.
I have my maul up, and I think I'd just like to call out, we don't mean you any harm. We're just here to find out what's going on. But if you attack, I will hurt you.
And I'd just like to ready an attack action for when he comes in my space.
Well, unfortunately, he charges towards you and enters your melee range, giving you an opportunity to attack.
All right. I imagine a 9 misses.
A 9 does
Yeah.
miss,
Yeah, that's safe.
but I imagine a 22 does hit you.
It does.
You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As it comes through.
okay.
And because your perception checks were not high enough, you did not notice the 3 other grey dwarven figures coming from behind towards you. 2 of them run towards you, so there are 3 on you, Clarrybelle, and 1 of them is heading towards Cecil.
This is fine.
A 14 doesn't hit you, I don't believe.
No.
And that won't hit you either, and that won't hit Cecil. As they try to hit you with axes, but it is not working. Flick.
Hi. First of all, I'm going to turn around in the doorway and call down the hall, being like, help! We're in trouble here, please. If anyone can hear me, come out! And not making a lot of sense towards the end there.
Sure.
And then I'm going to turn back and I am going to say to the others, close the door. We should close the door. Get out of here. Close the door. And then I'm going to cast...
Baby, when your hips don't lie.
Not that.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Entangle.
Oh, lovely.
How big is this room?
It is probably about 20 feet.
Incredible. Good luck, you guys. I'm just going to cast Entangle in the middle of the room, and it will take up the whole room.
Okay.
So,
Deck saves?
yes, please.
This could go very
Strength, sorry.
Oh, strength. Okay, not a
Strength.
problem. The DC
Oh,
is
this is a threat I can see. I'm at advantage.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
14.
14. Okay, pass.
That's
fail.
a nat 20, baby.
Hell yeah.
Pass. Fail. Fail.
Okay.
So 2 pass, 2 fail. Cecil fails.
Oh, buddy. Oh, well, what a shame. Cool. Great.
Cecil. And attempts to push himself out of the entanglement. DC is 14.
Yes.
Okay, so he will pass because he's not very strong. Yeah. And he pushes himself out, which is his entire action.
He can move.
He can move. So he's going to back up towards you. Can you take an attack of opportunity when you're restrained?
I think it is with disadvantage.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
So, yes.
So the creature will take an attack, which will hit with a 16. So he takes 8 damage.
Oof.
Poor fella. Clarrybelle, you're back.
All right, I would like to rage.
Lovely. Good choice.
And
You've
then...
got 3 right up in your grill.
Yeah, well, how many of them are restrained?
1.
All right, I'll take a attack with advantage against the one that's restrained. 15?
15 will hit.
Thank God.
You swing.
7 plus 5, 12 points of damage.
Oh, delightful. Okay, the one who charged first was completely unrestrained. So is going to go at you with a 17, which will hit you.
Yes,
so you
just.
take another 8 points of
Halved
damage.
to...
4. Fabulous. This guy is going to try and break. Succeeding. This guy is going to attack you again, Clarrybelle, with a 24.
Yes.
So you take another 8 points of slashing damage,
All
half
right.
to 4.
Beautiful.
And then this guy's going to try and break and not succeed.
Okay.
So 1 is still stuck, 3 are free. Flick, it is your turn.
I'm going to step just to the side of the door to make sure the doorway is clear for these guys to get out. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one that took the attack of opportunity on Cecil.
Come on,
Remember
baby.
how this works. 18.
Definitely hits.
16, 18 points of
18
damage.
points of damage. Okay, your guiding bolt shoots through like a beacon. Glows this guy.
Glows this dwarf.
Glows this, yes, quasi-undead dwarf. Cecil is going to run up to you. Well, perhaps we should not have gone inside. That seemed wise.
Yep. Good. Get out.
Yes, and he's going to kind of turn and run behind you and then turn and throw a little beam of light at the guy you just hit and destroy him.
Excellent.
Falls into dust and smithereens. Clarrybelle.
Okay, so how many are on me right now?
3.
3. None of them are restrained.
None of them are restrained.
Okay. I mean, who's looking
As
close?
Flick's like, I'm out, guys, closing the door.
Yeah. Who's looking close to death?
So it's the one who just broke free of
Okay.
the restraints.
Well, I'll go for them with a reckless.
Definitely bloodied.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Double 6s, so 17 points of damage.
Fully cloven.
And then I guess Flick is saying retreat to the door, so I'll
Correct.
retreat to the door.
Okay, and you take the
Taking
attack of
the
opportunity.
attacks of opportunity from only 2 of them now.
And is that an advantage because of reckless or?
Yeah.
Okay, a 19 will hit
Yes.
you. 19 and a 20 on the die. So that's a crit.
That's a
Oh,
tasty,
no,
tasty
no,
crit.
no.
So you will
fine.
take 24 points of slashing damage,
Yep,
which will be halved to 12.
Great.
As the flames in the smelter begin to grow and pour out onto the floor. And you immediately recognize licks of blue flame within them as the skull erupts and begins to float in the sky and fully erupt in flame.
We definitely shouldn't have come in here.
Just get out of the room.
I mean, I have 25 feet of movement. I imagine that's
Yep, so you run out of the
more
room.
than the 10 steps that I took. Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. The dwarf is going to follow you and is now at the doorway
Yeah.
with you.
Yep.
Oh, double 5s, so that's not going to hit. And this next one is going to go for Flick because Flick looks a little softer.
He can try.
Yeah, with a 24 to hit, so you take 8 points of slashing damage.
He can succeed.
Lovely. Flick, it's your turn.
Can I try to close the door?
I mean, they're on this side of it now, aren't they?
Well, yeah, like you're, I imagine, in the doorway.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty wide
Yeah.
door, so you're both standing in the doorway. You can absolutely try to close it.
I can try to. Can I try to close it, please?
Absolutely. Can you make a strength? It can be athletics if you'd like it
gosh.
to be.
11. So 12 minus 1.
Ooh. So you meet, which means I'm going to say that you managed to bring the door closed, but a foot
Yep.
is stopping it.
The skull's foot?
No, one of the dwarves' foot. The skull is still up near the smelter. Lady.
Woman.
Okay. You hear. As this skull approaches.
Yep.
And with a natural 20,
Blows
bursts
the door.
through the door. So it doesn't blow the door
Okay.
completely open, but there is now a pretty sizable
Little
hole
hole? Yeah,
in
beautiful.
the door. That's going to be the action, but it's a bonus action. It's going to go and breathe flame over everybody. Can we make dexterity saving throws? Yes, at advantage. Clarrybelle.
19.
Pass.
8.
Fail. And Cecil also fails. So you take 12 points of fire damage. Yes, halved to 6. And that's not halved again. And so on. Cecil. Oh dear. And is going to pull out just a dagger.
Yep.
And attempt to throw it at the foot that is blocking the door
okay.
closed.
Thought he was going to throw it at the skull. Like, that's a wild move.
Oh, nope.
No.
No, it's not going to hit. Unfortunately. Clarrybelle, it's up to you.
I mean, I'm gonna hit this skull.
Make it happen.
Reckless is kind of screwing me at the moment.
It is
so
a little
I think
bit.
I'm just gonna roll it flat and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
And whiff with a 10.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You whiff straight past.
Yep.
Kind of ducks
Beautiful.
teasing you. There's going to be a contested strength check again against you. Can be athletics if you so wish. Oh, that's not great. You could do it.
5 minus 1.
Okay. So the very muscular one rips the door open and seeing you immediately makes an attack. Ooh, with a 24 to hit. So you take 8 points of slashing damage
I go unconscious.
as you fall to the
Right.
ground.
Okay.
Love that.
Okay. Fabulous. The next one is going to step straight over you, heading towards Clarrybelle. With a 7, which is going to miss you.
Amazing.
Beautiful. Flick, can you make a death saving throw?
Oh my gosh.
Big dice. It's a 19.
Okay,
We like that
beautiful.
number.
I was real worried for a second there.
Okay. The flame skull
Yep.
is going to...
To kill me? Is it gonna kill me?
Well, it's going to attempt to ram itself into you.
Okay.
With a 25,
Yes,
you're going to
obviously.
take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Cecil. Oh, this is not going well. Oh my. It's going to bend over and heal you.
Oh, thank God.
Please do.
You are going to take
20 points of damage. He's actually hurting.
8 points of healing.
Okay.
Hello, Flick?
Yeah.
Flick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good news. Yeah. Still running, just in case you've
Good.
forgotten.
Yep.
Oh, and then he's going to attempt to... Oh, no, he's going to stay there. He doesn't want to get attacked. Clarrybelle,
Okay.
it's you.
I feel like I'm gonna go down either way. So I'm on 5.
You could take the disengage action
I could.
and run.
Do it.
Flick's there.
I'm awake now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Okay.
You don't have to.
Well, I'm on 5 hit points. So I feel like maybe not being here is a good call.
I think
maybe
so.
being closer to Sildar and reinforcements is a good call. So yeah, I think...
I did yell at them, so.
yeah, let's disengage and let's run my 25 feet of movement away,
Okay.
which is not going to do me much, but that's okay.
That's okay. Not a problem.
And I just yell, run, to Flick.
Yeah, thanks.
The first guy, not going to pay much attention to you, but is
Okay.
going to attempt to kick over the old man
Aw, buddy.
with a 19. Will successfully kick over the old
Oh,
man.
gosh.
Oh.
Oh, Cecil. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
Oh, buddy.
Poor guy. Now 2 men on the floor. The other guy's going to completely ignore you and start sprinting after Clarrybelle and meet her
Yeah.
and miss with a 10.
Thank God.
Straight over your head, and the flame skull is going to rush towards you. Its 2 eye holes
Yeah.
flame,
Yep.
and 2 little bits shoot out at you.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you crit?
yes. So 17 and a 20 on the die.
Yeah, so they both hit.
They both.
I
hit.
don't know if you need to roll damage.
No, I don't need to roll damage. Looking at how many hit points
I'm
you
down.
have left. Okay, beautiful. So, and engulfed in flames, Clarrybelle falls to the ground. Flick.
Okay. How many people are around me right now?
One has kicked over an old man
Yes.
and begun running towards you,
Yeah.
but couldn't attack. So they're both at Clarrybelle, as is the Flame Skull.
Okay, great. I get up and immediately... Oh, no, that's half my movement. So I can't make it to Clarrybelle this turn.
No.
Got it.
I'm going to move half my movement, which is whatever that is. I'm going to move that much.
10 feet, yeah.
Yep, that will work. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. An attempt to push them away from Clarrybelle.
Spicy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay, so I need a Constitution saving throw from each of those creatures, please.
Flame Skull fails.
Good.
Nice.
Fails.
Yep.
We like this.
Fails.
Yes. Thank
So
God.
they all take the whole damage
And then
get
push
pushed
10 feet away. That will be 7 points of damage.
Lovely.
Okay.
And it casts a boom to 300 feet. So if they didn't hear me yelling, they'll hear
know
us
something
now.
now.
Beautiful. With your Thunder Wave. And they're pushed over. They're all going to make... Oh, no, not the Flame Skull, because that's flying. Fail. Pass. Okay, one of them, because you are standing behind,
Yep.
they both get pushed past Clarrybelle. One of them trips over and falls prone.
Amazing.
Cecil is going to go, and kind of look with his old man eyes. Can't quite see the full 25 feet.
Yeah.
It's going to give it a crack. And it's going to see Clarrybelle and is going to go
He's going to help
from the
me.
ground. Why do you think Cecil is evil?
You are a very shady individual,
You
sir.
really are.
You're like, perhaps we should go into the room.
Perhaps this DMPC should give you a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge towards the
Perhaps
encounter.
the two of you should go in front of me, and I will.
I also
hold
thought
the
that maybe
door.
he was going to heal himself because he was in a rough
yeah.
way as well.
Well, they're not interested in the old man. So you are going to get some healing, and that's going to be 10 hit points
Oh, that's nice.
worth of healing.
Okay.
As we head
2
to
hits theoretically.
Clarrybelle's turn.
All right. I'll stand up.
Yep, you get 10 feet of movement left.
Oh gosh.
One is prone next to you,
Yeah.
the Flame Skull, and the other guy all up both push 10 feet.
I'm gonna attack the one that's prone because I'll get advantage on it.
Correct.
And hopefully be able to hit and get one of these guys out of the way. Mm-hmm. 21.
Definitely hits.
Great. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Lovely. You do 9 points of
And
bludgeoning damage.
let's be raging again.
Okay.
Is a good call
Bonus action range.
before they all decide to hit me.
So the main one is going to attack you and miss.
Thank God.
Cling. As you've just stood up.
Yep.
The guy who was prone is going to stand up and move in and
Yep.
attempt to attack you. And miss with a 16, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Miss with a
Let's see
16.
a 17, baby.
The flame
Yeah.
is going to attempt to
It's gonna
attack
screw me.
you.
Yeah.
Human Torch.
And is going to get you with
Yep.
a 22. So you take 10 points
Points of
of
fire
fire damage.
Yeah. Okay, down again. That's 2 rages gone as well.
Flick.
Yes, me.
Down again, your companion.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the dwarf grey undead creatures are looking quite bloodied.
This isn't great.
No, it's not.
How many were left in that room? Should we go back into that room? Close the door.
Yeah, so currently your exit is blocked because you pushed them
Yes.
away. So
Yeah.
going back into the room would be the safer option,
Yeah.
technically. Unless there's
Technically.
like a million people in there. There is a hole in the wall though, so.
There
In
is
the door.
that. But then only the flame skull can get in. It's a perfect flame skull sized hole.
You do see that they do have ranged weapons.
yeah.
So they could
Cool.
stick their
How dare they?
crossbows through.
How dare they? Okay. I'm going to use my movement to get to Clarrybelle.
Brave.
Yeah. Screw it. What could go wrong? I cast Shillelagh and I just hit the skull.
Gosh.
Okay, make it happen.
Straight through its eye
There
hole.
was ever a time to crit.
The skull does not look very damaged.
Yeah. I think I've got
Ooh,
one
just
hit on
wait
it.
a second. Natural 19.
Okay.
Okay, that definitely
That'll
hits.
hit, baby.
I don't even know how much damage I do. Hold on. 6 damage.
Okay.
6 more
Lovely.
damage than it had before.
True.
That's very true.
It does not yet look bloodied.
Yeah.
I call out again and I'm like,
Sildar.
Sildar, are you anywhere close, please?
I mean, you know that they're at least 200 steps away.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not close.
Yeah. Never know.
And it's the Flame Skull's turn.
Yep.
And it's going to go for you
Can
You could
try.
go down.
with a 19 to hit.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you take
You don't know.
10 points of
Yeah.
damage.
We're both
What if
down,
I
baby.
didn't, though?
What if you didn't?
Consider this. Yeah, go down.
Okay,
At 0.
not a problem. Cecil, and you don't see this, but just because you're kind of both unconscious,
Yeah.
about 25 feet in front of him, he's going, and switching between the two of you, unsure of which one to revive, and will throw his healing at Clarrybelle.
Oh, gosh. I don't deserve this.
8 points. Mm-hmm. Clarrybelle,
Yeah,
you come awake.
I do.
You see Flick unconscious next
God.
to you.
Yeah.
You see one guy, two guys of these dwarves,
Yep.
and the flame skull.
Okay.
This is not going well for us.
This is going really badly. I'm gonna rage with my last rage.
Perhaps you should come here, calls out Cecil, who is standing still by the door.
Is the skull still away from me?
No.
No, it's on top of me. Everything's on top of me. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just gonna scream really loudly and take a big swing at the skull in the hope that they all see me as the threat and Flick can get healed and get away. I know, I'm making this.
That's a very Clarrybelle decision.
This is character. I can't, as Clarrybelle, I cannot.
You don't need to justify anything to
I
us.
can't do anything
There is.
else. I'm making it reckless,
Just the audience of thousands.
and this may be Clarrybelle's
Every
last
single
stand.
one of you.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit the skull.
A dirty 20 to hit the skull.
Yep.
It does hit.
15 points of bludgeoning damage to our Scully Boy. And I
Gully Boy
scream.
does look bloodied.
Yep.
You are deemed as the threat.
Great.
Is she deemed
This is what I
so
wanted.
much of a threat? They
No,
don't want to.
no. I want them all to hit me. I want to go down and I
No,
want
they
you to
back
get out of
away
here.
and they leave.
No, not that
Damn.
much. of a threat.
Also, the skull is at disadvantage to hit anyone that's not me.
Yeah. You take 8 points, half to 4.
Yep.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. The skull's going to hit, guys.
2 nat ones.
So 25.
Yeah.
So you are
Yeah, I'm down.
down.
Amazing.
Cecil's like, for God's sake.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Flick, it's your turn.
That is a 10.
That's a success.
That's a success.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. 10 and above.
So is that 2 successes?
No,
haven't
because the
rolled
other
yet.
success was from earlier and then she got healed. this
Yep.
Oh my god.
is
I
a
can roll
really
another
good
one if you
combat.
Can just expedite it. I can roll all 3 now and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Cecil. It's going to take a deep breath
He's going to run out of spell slots and it's going to be so
this
sad.
boy.
and is going to conjure up a ball of energy and throw it at the flame
Yay.
Thank you. Come on, hit. Did he miss?
skull. Oh, no, he will hit.
Oh,
Thank God.
Okay.
What a roller coaster of emotions.
I'm so stressed.
Okay. The golden orb hits the flame skull and it is blown out of the sky. It's still alive,
Okay.
but completely fallen.
Okay.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his full movement to run behind, and I'm going to say it's a free action for him to close the door.
Look, that's valid.
That's
Yep.
fair.
Yep. I see why he's done that.
Okay.
Y'all. Okay, so death save.
Clarrybelle, death save, please.
Come on, baby. 13.
That's a pass.
13.
Lovely. So they're going to run, and we're going to... Oh, God. Now I'm having contested strength checks against myself.
Do it. Do
I
the
need to
scene
claim who
against
that is.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is Cecil. Oh, God, that's no better. And this is the... Oh, okay. They
it open.
force the door open.
This poor old man.
Lovely. This guy's going to...
What
try-
an exciting combat.
It is very exciting. Up, down, up, down. He's going to miss
Oh, on Cecil. Okay.
on Cecil. Okay, Flick.
Death save, baby.
The safe baby. 19.
Okay, that's 2 successes. Okay, the flame skull.
Oh, God.
I don't want this to happen, but we'll see. It's going to miss. Maybe the gap in the door is just not wide enough, so only that first person got through.
Okay.
So Cecil,
Keep running, Cecil.
by the skin of his teeth,
Get out of here, boy.
could choose highs or lows.
Lows.
Lows. He's going to heal himself.
Yep.
Okay.
Good boy.
Clarrybelle,
Yeah.
it's you.
14.
Okay, that's 2 successes. That's good news. Okay, this guy's going to go at Cecil. And hit Cecil.
Oh, gosh.
Who goes down.
Oh.
I did it for you.
No!
As he goes down.
Oh, God.
Oh, was he talking to Dominic? Was he doing it for Dominic?
I don't know. We'll never know.
We'll never. Can we make that a t-shirt? Do it for Dominic.
Do it for Dominic.
That's actually really good. What would Dominic
gosh.
do?
WWDT. Oh my god.
WWDD 40.
The next guy, because now everybody's down,
Is down.
is going to go at him. That's 2 death saving throws.
Why are they so mad at him?
Well, he's just there. They're going to come for you next.
Yeah.
I know.
The flame skull is going
We
to go
need to get up next round.
and not hit.
Oh, thank God.
Clarrybelle. No, it's Flick first. I
It's
apologize.
Flick.
I forgot Flick. Seth's
I don't
fine.
have to. It's fine. You can just count
If you have
it.
one success, then you are up to 1 hit point.
Success.
Because that's 3 successes.
Yep.
Yes.
According to my rules.
I didn't know you had that rule.
No,
I'm now
sorry.
really excited.
I always,
Yeah.
in like the
It's on
5-6 years,
It's on the cover sheet that he gave us for this.
always
as well,
do 1 point
Yep.
instead of stable. Because what is stable? What does that mean? It means nothing.
Makes sense.
So you have
on,
one
baby.
hit point.
You're up.
And you have your turn. Which is also very generous of me. I probably shouldn't do that, but that's okay.
I'm upset. I really want these guys to not be here anymore.
Yeah.
I stand up to my full
3 feet.
3 feet 11, and I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 2nd level. And in a 5-foot radius, is there any way I can do that to hit both of them, or just one at a time?
5-foot radius, you can actually hit all 3.
yeah.
Okay, so at the
So-
start of all of
yeah.
their
So at the
turns.
start of all the turns.
They need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yep.
Clarrybelle. Oh, no, sorry. Cecil needs to make his death saving.
Oh, no.
That's a 10, that's 1 success.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
yes.
Come on, baby. 13.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You have 1 hit point and your turn.
Get up,
Okay.
baby.
You see a moonbeam shooting through of
Yep.
Flick, who is standing pretty much right next to you.
yeah.
All 3 of them. One of them looking fine, and the other 2 looking pretty rough. The
right.
skull and one of the dwarves.
I have no rage left. I've used it all. What I do have is javelins. So I'm just going to take a javelin
Okay.
and hurl it at the skull.
Of course.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Come on, babe. 19 to hit.
That hits.
4 points of damage.
The flame skull had 1 hit point of damage left. Straight into the door. Straight through the hole that it created for itself.
Yes.
And lands back into the smelter. Okay.
Okay.
So starting its turn.
Yep. Constitution saving throw, please.
How about I roll all the
Yes,
both,
please.
Not all, both the con saves. Oh, 2 fails.
Amazing.
17 points of radiant damage, please.
Oh, I love you.
And they hate you.
Not anymore, they don't, baby.
They get burnt to a crisp with your radiant damage, the pure glow of your holiness. Selune has blessed you, Flick Goldkind.
My
and they
hair
both
billowing in the non-existent
fall.
wind.
Flick, it's your turn.
Cecil.
I'm not fast. Can I get to Cecil in 25 feet?
I think that you roughly can. We'll be a little bit looser with it because you're not totally in.
Okay,
So-
excellent. Yes, I run up to him and I cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on my baby.
Roll your cure wounds.
11 points of healing
Oh,
to
that
my
looks
dear, dear
really,
friend.
really good for him.
He's in better shape than both of us.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in really, really good shape.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hey.
I run up to Cecil and I give him the biggest hug that I can possibly
Big group
give.
hug.
And he hugs you back, and tears start streaming down his face. My gods. What happened?
You saved us.
Thank you so much.
And you saved me. I thought for sure when they pushed through the door that it was all over.
It was very close to.
It was
but-
real close to. Honestly, it could still be all over for me. Like one single rock falls down from the roof and hits me and I'm out.
I don't know which is safer on which side of the door.
I think safe is back with Sildar.
They should all be gone from the hallway. We should try to get back to the others. They should have heard us, so they shouldn't be too far away.
Yes. Yes, of course, that seems very wise. Let's go.
All right.
And you begin
Yeah.
to walk.
Oh, God.
And after a couple of minutes of walking is probably very generous, limping
Yeah.
down, because you're both on 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So you're feeling really rough, and you have been like blacked out, back up, blacked
Yeah.
out. You're feeling pretty dizzy.
My dress is just like charred tatters at this point. The petticoats are all burned out. It's not looking good.
Ahead of you, you hear rushing towards you.
Please be good.
Can I insight check steps to see if I recognize them?
We'll make that a perception. check.
yeah.
That's more I mean, they're both wisdom, but
No.
Not
with a 9.
17.
they appear to be heavy but small, dwarven. But you've just been fighting dwarves. You also
Yeah,
know
that doesn't help.
there are 3 dwarves.
Yep.
4 dwarves.
4
in fact.
dwarves, yes.
I would still like to take 3 steps in front of my companions and have my maul ready.
Clarrybelle, take an inspiration point from me.
Nice, nice. Has it been more than a minute since our fight ended?
Yes.
Okay, great. That's fine. I was going to say, up until that minute, that moonbeam was following us. Clearing in front of us, clearing the space.
Clearing the space. Okay.
That's a good call.
Sildar approaches.
I drop my maul, I fall to my knees, and I just start crying. You came.
What has happened?
Came for us.
Silence.
It's okay. There was a big fight with. We're okay.
I am sorry.
What? Why are you sorry?
I was unnecessarily harsh. Please. And she puts out her hand to you.
I take it.
No.
I take it.
For some reason,
Trust me at all tonight. Everything is trying to
I am immediate. I've already taken that hand.
but Flick starts to go forward because she's concerned for whatever reason.
Okay, Clarrybelle, you are risen up to your feet.
Yeah.
I was concerned for your safety. When I heard your alert, I was scared about what I would find on the other end.
Well, you almost found 3 bodies and some very gnarly looking dwarves and a big flaming skull.
Yes, they were very brave.
Cecil was the real hero, Sildar.
No, I mustn't. Please, it was all them.
If he hadn't helped and drawn our foes away at nearly the cost of his own life, we would not be standing here before you.
Please, I cannot take that at all. Sildar has been telling me for years to complete my cleric training and learn how to turn undead. But unfortunately, I did not complete this training. It has been a great shame to my family.
Forgot the clerics could do that. Yeah. It's like at second level as well. It's really low.
Oh, buddy.
Perhaps I should return to the seminary.
I just put my hand on Cecil's shoulder and I say, you were a hero today, and anything you put your mind to, I believe you can do. It's never too late. And I give him another hug.
I'm not going to lie, Flick's looking a bit annoyed. Like, Flick's actually kind of over this whole praising each other thing and is kind of just pissed off that we went into a situation that she knew was
That's
no
valid,
good.
that's valid.
And we all literally almost died several times. And now everyone's just like, oh no, you were great. No, actually, I'm just like, I'm not actually having any of it.
What would you like to do about that?
I don't
Tell me.
understand.
Oh no, I just don't take part in any of this. And like, if anyone looks over at me, I'm just sort of like blanked face about it.
And shortly after, the Rockseeker brothers arrive. I believe that we should take some rest.
I would love that. And I sit immediately down.
I would like a short report, if I may, of what you have found.
I mean, I think the report speaks for itself that way. And I just point to the smelter where all the dead bodies are.
There was a intricate door there on the inside of which was a smelter of some kind, switched on automatically when we went inside. There was a door on the other side of it as well.
I apologize for the specificity of my question. When you say smelter, do you mean smelter or forge?
I mean, smelter. And a big ghost skull came out of it and almost killed us with flames, which is why I am not looking my best right now.
There's a bit of a look between Gundren and Sildar. I see. It seems that you have found perhaps the path forward that we have been looking for.
That's probably a safe bet, yeah.
And she turns to Sildar. Not Sildar, she is Sildar.
Sildar, you have to be more
Like in
kind
the
to
mirror.
yourself.
Pull yourself together, woman. She turns to Gundren. We have waited this long. We can wait one more night. Let us take our rest. We will do so back at the entrance.
If I could maybe lean on someone's shoulder while we walk.
Nandro. She clicks. And Nandro heads over.
I very happily take Nandro's shoulder. He's a gentleman.
He is. And you are assisted back. And you take a long rest. So everybody recovers whatever they need to recover at a long rest. Yes, Flick.
Is there sort of some sort of watch cycle going on?
Yes, there is a watch
Okay, thank
cycle.
goodness.
You are not involved in that watch cycle.
Yeah, no.
Can I be?
You can be if you'd like to.
I would like
I'm
to
not.
be.
I'm dead to the world.
If we split it into 3 watches, Sildar's going to take 2 of them. And Tharden is going to take 1 of them.
Okay.
When you would like to join somebody, who would you like to join?
So Gundren's not taking a...
Gundren's not taking it.
great.
He needs his beauty sleep in preparation for whatever is coming tomorrow.
Bless that boy. I'll do it with Tharden.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't necessarily want much to come of it. I think it's more of a case of Flick's real nervous now about this particular mission. I think it's not been a great set of adventures lately, and she's real worried that, I don't know, a rip in the fabric of space-time's going to open up again, or one of the brothers is going to secretly turn out to be the evil triplet and murder us all in our sleep. So it's mostly a paranoia thing, I think, that I stay up.
Oh, buddy.
And I believe, do you have the orb right now?
Yes.
Can we
Unless someone... if you want it, I'll give it to
And
you.
I will ask to swap the orb before we do the thing. And I will
Secretly?
no, I will openly ask her to swap the orb with me.
I think when you ask, I put it in your hands and I take both your hands in mine and I just say, I know it was a lot today, but you were really brave. And this thing, it was whispering to me something fierce earlier, and I just be careful with it, okay? I don't want anything more bad to happen to you.
Hope you sleep well.
You too. And I give her a quick hug, and then I go lie back down.
Sildar encourages you to take the first sleep.
Yeah,
So
that's
sleep,
fine.
and then you'll, in the middle of the night, Tharden will wake you.
Great. Yeah, awesome. And can I look at the orb while I am...
Can you make a perception check? No, that makes no sense. Can you make an investigation check?
18 minus 1, 17.
Okay. The orb inside it is kind of cloudy. There's a little bit of kind of a flame in there you think you see. And it's jumping about. As if it's trying to escape from the orb.
Okay.
And you fall asleep. Unless you want to do something. You moved as if you want to do something. Tell me more.
Okay.
Wolfendale, tell me more.
Okay, so this...
I'd like to eat it. I'd like to take it like a suppository.
You know when you have dice and you really just want to put them in your mouth. Okay, so... This is wild. Cut this part. So...
You're like, I'm really concerned about my safety. Okay, I get this orb.
and I eat it. Okay, so... You know how, I think you mostly do this when you're a kid, how when a flame's in front of you, you like put your hand out and like you move it back and forth, like, you know, because you're moving the air, but you're like, I can control fire, you know?
Yeah.
Can I do that but with the orb? Like, can I try to move the flame around?
Of course you can.
You look like an idiot. Good night.
As you begin to move your hand and play with the flame a little bit, it does react. Not fully, but very slightly to the movement of your hand around. You pull it back for 1 second for whatever reason, and a blanket covers the orb. And you look up, and Gundren is standing above it.
Why are you laughing?
Sorry.
What about that image made you laugh?
Just because, like, you and Gundren have such this relationship of you wanting to do something really stupid and Gundren being like, oh, God. And I'm just imagining Gundren, like, across the campsite, seeing this gnome.
He didn't even get up. He just threw it from his bed like you can.
With this highly dangerous magical item, messing around with it and being like, okay. Okay.
Yep, okay. I look up.
I'm not here to tell you what to do with your belongings.
Aren't you?
But I would suggest that you stay safe with that particular item. You don't want to get sucked in or shifted.
What do you mean?
He sits down next to you.
How much do you know about the spell plague?
Just some of the direct effects. I don't know much about its origin or anything. I'd like to know more.
We're still learning more about the origins here. Our understanding is that there was some kind of calamity amongst the gods that's changed the very fabric of magic. Beyond that, we don't know much more. What we do know is that it has shifted the way that magic exists for us completely, perhaps forever. Those that are sucked in by the blue flame can change. Some call it becoming plague changed. For some stronger people, it can grant them powers, strange, wild, and magical. For others, it destroys them, sends them mad, or perhaps overtakes them for use in some kind of sinister plot. From the stories that I've heard about you and your friend over there, Clarrybelle, you've experienced a number of these instances. I can only believe that they'll become more and more frequent as the power of the spell plague increases, and perhaps the plague change spread whatever they have. It seems there that you have some kind of moat of this energy. How it manifests, I don't know, but I'd hate to see a lovely young person like yourself get sucked through, especially in the middle of my campsite.
I understand. Thank you for your concern.
There's an awkward silence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose we should get some shut-eye.
I hand him his blanket back.
He holds the blanket and looks at you.
I look at him for a moment.
He furrows his brow and then raises his eyebrows. Confused and then perhaps a little shocked. And he moves away and goes to his own bed.
I put the orb back in my bag. For now. Dun, dun, dun.
What's your passive insight?
Oh, wow. 16.
Gundren doesn't go to sleep. He's not watching you, but you can tell by his posture and body language that there is a bit of attention being paid.
It's all right.
The evening passes. You complete your watch. You see and hear nothing. Thardan is in his own element as a warrior, and he doesn't speak to you.
Good.
As far as he's concerned, not in any rude way at all to you, he's on watch, and you've just chosen to join him.
That's valid. I completely respect that.
You awaken in the morning. You're both adventurers, so you're okay, but probably a little bit earlier than you may have woken yourself up.
Yep.
Thardan and Sildar are ready to go, but you are awoken to the smell of some cooking.
Oh.
It's eggs and oatmeal.
Amazing. I am immediately tucking in.
And some jerky, I imagine.
Jerky goes in my pockets for later.
Lovely. How are we feeling after yesterday?
Clarrybelle looks up from a bowl of oatmeal. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll be ready in a minute.
Yeah, fine. Ready to go?
You finish your breakfast, and you once again enter Wave Echo Cave and head directly to where you were before.
All right.
As you enter the smelter room, it'll turn itself off in your absence. And again,
Turns
the
back
water
on.
wheel begins turning, and the smelter begins burning.
I think I immediately just draw my weapon to make sure that another skull isn't going to appear.
Flick immediately, as soon as that heat comes on, gets nervous but tries not to show it.
So you're telling me that Flame Skull came from here?
Yeah, and then I threw it back in there with my javelin. So I just really want to make sure it's not going to rise itself back up and try and kill us all again.
It was quite terrifying. I see. Perhaps, and she moves over and she grabs some of the stones that were smashed through the door.
Yeah.
And kind of like stacks them up in front of the opening.
All right.
To hopefully block them off. I don't think this will do much, but it is what we can do.
Someone's better than nothing.
True. Gundren, is there anything you need to look at here? He takes a look around. Everything seems fine. Let's continue onward. What do we want the marching order to be, guys? Where are you putting yourselves?
I will always go near the front.
Okay, so it's probably you, Thardan, and Sildar.
Yeah.
I would actually, in this scenario, like to be just behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I've got good perception. I'd like to be sort of nearish the front.
You and Lambert.
Yeah, who we definitely remembered was on this journey with us.
And then Nundro.
Great.
Gundren. And Cecil taking up the rear.
I'd like to be taking all my cues from Sildar and Tharden.
That's very
at this
unusual
point.
for Clarrybelle.
I think she knows she almost got everyone killed.
Yeah. Okay.
Cecil can share the blame for that one. It's fine.
And you continue down a corridor and you enter, probably after about 5 minutes of walking, an enormous room. Square, almost perfectly cube. But in front of you, there is an enormous, intricately carved wall. So much writing on here, it would take you days to read it all. Images, things written in Celestial, things written in Dwarvish, things written in Elvish, things written in tongues that you don't even understand. And although you notice that, the first thing that you see is 3 enormous statues carved from a combination of metal and stone, you immediately notice, Clarrybelle,
Yeah.
that are leaning on the wall, holding it at bay. These humanoid statues that stand 30, 40 feet tall
Oof.
have chains around their arms and legs that are changed to an enormous stone ball that sits in the middle of the room. Nundro looks up. Well, that's definitely unusual.
Gundren, do you know what any of this means?
Perhaps. Let me roll a die.
While Flick rolls her eyes.
It might take me some time to look here. They're quite confusing. He takes a step forward. I don't know. They look familiar, as if I've seen them from stories.
Clarrybelle wants to look at the stonework of the statues and the ball in the middle of the room and see if it's... I guess I'm trying to determine, is this just a man-made sculpture or is this serving a magical purpose?
Investigation.
11.
Okay. Your clan, the Troll Bleeders, are not primarily a mining or construction clan.
No.
They're more of a fighting
Yes.
group. So you know a lot about building, as all dwarves do. This is just so far beyond any kind of construction you have seen, even in your short adventuring time with Flick.
Yeah.
Just the craftsmanship is out of this world. Almost like these are real figures turned to stone. Just beautifully carved. There's definitely magic interwoven in it, but anything beyond that, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Can you both roll me history or religion?
History. 15.
Dirty 20. History.
You both recognize all 3 of these figures. You don't know much about them, but you've heard their names in tales. These are 3 gods: Asmodeus, Bane, and Talos. You don't know much else, but you know that they are often cast as the villain in a story. Flick, you are a little bit more familiar with Talos, who is known as the god of storms, that you need to appease for sea travel.
Interesting.
And they have been chained here in a stone form.
All right. So yeah, I think Flick steps forward and sort of has a look at each of them and goes,
All right, so they're gods, right? Like, that's Asmodeus, that's Bane, and this is definitely Talos.
I think she's right. I'm not much for religion, but I recognize them.
Gundren looks up. Of course. I turned my head from religion a long time ago. But you're absolutely right. These figures, why are they here? Why have they been chained?
I mean, okay, so this is crazy. They're not actually the real gods in here. I mean, these are just statues.
Cecil steps forward. No, I imagine they aren't, unfortunately. No.
unfortunately?
It would be incredible to be standing near such gods, even their mighty evil powers. But the gods, as we know them, if they do physically manifest themselves, are much larger and more powerful. It would be impossible for them to be held in such a way. I believe that these would be that's a natural 20 on Cecil's part. These would be a symbol. A symbol, I think that it's almost as if the creators of this place they wanted to use these figures to show the might of what they'd created, that they had enslaved these powerful gods and used them like servants.
But it looks to me more like they're holding something back, or are they putting something up?
I don't know. Do we know what these are the gods of?
Sure.
I don't know.
Roll a religion check.
Asmodeus has something to do with demons or hell, doesn't
16.
So Asmodeus is the supreme master of the 9 hells.
he? Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Bane was the Faerunian god of tyrannical oppression.
Oh, good.
Lovely.
Good.
And Talos is of the storm.
Are there any other entrances or exits into this room?
Not immediately visible.
All right.
But Gundren moves forward and begins to read a section of the wall.
I might head and have a look at that ball that they're all chained to.
I might look for exits.
Beautiful. Can you roll an investigation check? Roll an investigation check?
As a 0.
We're both real bad in investigation. That's an 8.
Okay. Clarrybelle,
Yeah.
you begin looking and you find an exit. It's the one.
It's the one you came through? Yeah.
The more intellectual based Gundren, Nundro,
A little bit of Cecil are looking at the wall and trying to translate and read and work something out from there. Flick. You look at the ball. It is an enormous ball of kind of combined metals and stone. You're not an expert, but you can definitely see the flecks of iron, silver, gold even. It appears to be part of this overall statement, work of art, however you want to interpret it. There is some kind of magical energy within it, but anything beyond that you can't tell.
Can I sit down next to it and do a detect magic ritual?
Absolutely.
Great. 10 minutes later.
10 minutes later, there is magic in there, but it's difficult to read. So there's definitely evocation magic as well as transmutation magic, but there's something about the way normally you can kind of close your eyes and feel it and see kind of like a glow of what the magic is, but here it's kind of sparking off and difficult to specify. Like you're pretty confident that those two magics are there, but it shifts in and out.
All right. I take a walk around the room, see if there's any magical things anywhere else.
The whole statue's the same, and you see specifically an area where Gundren is looking. There's kind of a circle in the wall of magical energy.
All right. I sort of, with our great relationship, walk up next to it and I'm like, well, you're looking in the right spot. And I sort of point out with my finger, like trace that circle.
I see. Now you read Celestial, is that correct?
Oh, I indeed do.
Okay, beautiful. You both read this at the same time. It's kind of repeated over and over. It says, beyond lies the forge gifted to us by the gods, the forge that brings forth the gods into this world, the gifts the gods have given, the gifts we bring from Gauntlrim.
Okay. That's ominous.
I gather that you can read Celestial then.
Yes.
Quite.
Good pick.
Flick. Not Flick. Clarrybelle.
Yeah.
Even in your moving around the room, you can sense the awkward tension
Yeah.
between these two.
Is everything okay over there? Have we found something?
Totally fine.
Yep.
All right.
He begins to trace around and kind of move his hand through the words and through the patterns. And as he moves his hand, you can kind of see, oh, there is. Just the kind of like the way it's written, it's kind of curved around and things like that you can kind of follow the flow. And his hand reaches a point and he pushes in. And the door rolls aside.
Shall we?
So you did find something then,
Yeah.
Yep.
and I'll head over.
And Gundren will walk through.
Oh, good. Okay. I really would prefer if maybe Sildar and I went first, but that's fine.
Sildar will head through. Are we going to try and resume the marching order we had before?
I would like to always and forever be in front of Flick.
Where's Gundren? Is he now more towards the front? Or?
He is, yes.
Okay.
So he is now walking alongside Sildar.
All right.
It is 2 by 2 because you're all small people. except for Cecil, who has to be at the back.
Buddy. Great.
You walk through into darkness. Not magical darkness, so if you have dark vision, you can still see the people in front of you.
Beautiful.
But it's just plain. Just a long tunnel. And all you can hear is your own footsteps. As you move through, there's a sense of pressure building. You feel a weight on your chest, on your shoulders. You can still breathe, but it becomes more difficult, as if your breathing is becoming more shallow.
Can I tell if this is like a losing oxygen scenario or like a...
Roll a medicine check.
Yeah, great. 11.
Okay. It could be that you can still breathe, and however you feel about some of these people, you know that they would know if that was what was happening.
Okay.
You know that Clarrybelle knows about mines culturally and seems to be okay with it. You know that it's not that. There's something else going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of going between, is it a losing oxygen or is it like a pressure? Like, you know, when you get like deep sea sort of pressure thing, like whether it was...
You all
like
get the
that.
bends.
I raise a
We'll get the bends, yeah. Only if we come up too quickly.
And you continue to walk. As you move, you stop hearing your footsteps. There's just silence. And there's this weirdness that even though you can feel yourself moving, it's almost like you're not. Because the walls are not moving alongside you. You can't hear your footsteps. Are you even moving at all, or are you just walking on a track? And then you stop. Because Sildar and Gundren have stopped in front of you. I think we're here.
All right.
And he places his hand in front of him, and it hits something. And he pushes, and a door swings open. And you are bathed in this beautiful, soft blue light. And Gundren and Sildar step inside.
I follow immediately.
And you enter a similarly enormous room. The whole room glows with this kind of faint, soft blue light coming from every stone. There are intricate carvings, much like what you've seen before. No written words, but drawings of stories, of things in the past and perhaps things to come. And you see in front of you a huge, unlit, still forge. More beautiful than any you've ever seen before. Obviously, Clarrybelle, you have a little more experience here. The construction is, again, almost unearthly. I think we've found it, says Sildar.
Found what?
The Forge of Spells.
That's a name.
Indeed it is, and they begin to walk slowly, cautiously towards it.
I think I follow, but I follow like just off to the side, so I'm covering their blind spot.
This forge has been lost for many centuries. It is magic that is so deep that it can be used to forge the most powerful magical weaponry. It was this that we were fighting with the Black Spider to uncover. We believe that this is one part of uncovering the mysteries of the spell plague. If we start here, with the stories written on these walls and the magic hidden within this forge.
I mean, I don't know much about magic, but I'm sure that you figure it out. I mean, you're like the smartest person we know.
Well, Clarrybelle, I would actually love your help.
All right. Yeah, anything.
We'd like to get it started.
Do we know what'll happen if we start the forge? Is it going to be safe?
Without the knowledge this might bring, nothing will be safe. We're here to take these risks. We were hoping that you would be here with us.
I look at Sildar.
It is what I am here to do.
And I look at Flick.
All right, but you literally... You literally said yesterday, Sildar, we've waited this long. Surely we can look around for a minute. I mean, what if there's a big warning sign that says, uh-oh, don't do that, you know? I mean, you guys have waited this long. The Black Spider is out of the way. Take a beat, right?
Roll a persuasion check.
Big dice. Yes, dice. 19.
You can take a point of DM inspiration for your impassioned speech. Sildar takes a step back and turns to Gundren. I believe that we may have been blinded. Flick speaks well. I do think that we should spend some time investigating before we begin this process. We will eventually have to. That is what we have come here to do. That is the orders from the Lord's Alliance. But it is worth our time to do some investigating.
Whatever I can do to help, I will.
Well, it's a large room. Many eyes make light work. And she moves off.
I will pick a random spot on the wall and just start looking.
Can we all roll investigation checks?
Keeping a side eye on Gundren.
That's a 15.
11.
Can you both make history checks?
2.
15.
Interesting. Well, there were different DCs for you both because of your previous rolls.
Yeah.
So we both failed.
Are you close together? Are you searching close together?
Sure.
Or is there just drama between you that you don't want to?
The second Silda was like, many eyes make light work. I literally just walked to a wall. So it's whether or not Flick followed me.
I think I probably do.
Okay.
Not necessarily because I want to look with you, but because I trust being able to stand next to you and also keep an eye on the rest of the room, if that makes sense.
Okay. Between the two of you managed to work some stuff out. There is, I don't want to say a repeating pattern, but there are sections of story that are told multiple times over. A bit of a Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John situation.
Yeah.
And not short sections. Like, could be 60 feet worth of wall that tell overall a story that's then repeated in a different way on another part of the wall. There is something that you gather about dwarves mining a great mountain. And they were mining, and then there was a prosperous time. Lots of images of dwarves drinking, dwarves in lavish armor, piles and piles of gold. And then they dug too deep. And something was awoken. Some humanoid great spirit. And that's the end of the story. But the last image that is repeated throughout is of this great spirit and these tiny little dwarven figures running from the mountain under the power of whatever this creature was.
Do we get any impression that the spirit is connected to the forge?
You don't know.
Okay.
Good news, they're able to run away.
Some of them, perhaps, says Gundren from a different part of the room, as Flick rolls her eyes.
I mean, I don't have the smarts to make heads or tails of a story like this.
Has Clarrybelle heard any kind of folklore or any kind of whispers of a spirit that plagued the dwarves in the mountain?
There's always tales about, it's like Icarus who flew too high, the dwarf who dug too deep.
Yeah.
And dwarven greed. There's probably a little bit in your life, Clarrybelle, where it's like, well, we don't mine because we don't want to be those greedy dwarves.
Yeah.
We'll be happy with what we've got.
Yeah.
And we'll stay above ground.
I just look at Gundren and Silda.
If y'all think it's wise to do this, then I'm ready to do this.
Let us go.
Quick question. Do you have any kind of escape plan? Anything besides run? Like these?
Tharden and Silda, in response to you, both draw their weapons.
Oh, good. Great. Nope, you're both big, strong warriors. I support your decision making.
If there is any concern, and she looks at you, Flick, and she looks at Cecil, and she looks at Lambert, and she looks at Nundro, I would suggest you stay a little bit further back.
I look at Flick.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. I was reckless and I almost got us all killed, but I think we have to do this, and I think you might just need to trust me.
Clarrybelle, I'm with you. Even if this is a really, really bad decision.
Oh, all my decisions are really bad decisions. I think we've established that.
I'm standing next to you for it. All right?
All right.
And I step up to the metaphorical plate.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You step up with Gundren and with Silda and with Tharden, and you begin to pile fuel into the forge, working the bellows along with them. You've done this before, not on this scale, but Tharden is doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and you can see why so many people are needed because of the scale of this operation. And you light the forge over a period of about 20 minutes, maybe 30. Is there anything that you'd like to be doing during this time, Flick?
Can I and I don't expect this to go well, cast Identify on the forge.
Certainly. You cast Identify on the forge. What you are seeing is the Forge of Spells, as you well know. A magical forge that is so powerful that it can create some of the most enchanted magical items known in the history of the Forgotten Realms. What more would you like to know?
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
What kind of vibes am I getting from this thing?
You are getting the same vibes you got from the Detect Magic on the ball and chain. It is going absolutely mental. It is sparking, and there is something not right here. As the flames grow higher and higher within the forge.
I promised Clarrybelle I'd stay.
Mm-hmm.
I move the orb into my pocket.
Okay.
That's it.
You place the orb into your pocket. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, God.
10.
Okay.
You take
Could have been worse. Oh, God.
2 points of fire damage as the heat of this burns in your hands as you transfer it.
Okay.
And as you look up, whether or not caused by you, Flick, you're unsure, the flames in the forge begin to glow blue, and the floor underneath you begins to rumble. The room begins to shake. Clarrybelle, you are right by the forge where a lot of the shaking is happening. What would you like to do? Sildar, Tharden are not moving. Gundren has taken a couple of steps back.
And it's a magical thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to break it.
The forge?
Yeah. I'm like,
Just
start punching the forge. I draw my weapon and I get ready to hit whatever's about to come out of this thing.
Okay.
Am I next
It's my immediate assumption.
Am I next to Clarrybelle, pretty much?
I thought you wanted to stay right back.
Oh, no, I said I was with
She did
her.
say she was with us.
Oh, I apologize. I
That's okay.
misunderstood. Not a problem. Yeah.
Or at
you are-
least after I see them start to turn blue, I would take the couple of steps up next to her if that is okay.
Not a problem.
And I will cast guidance on you.
Oh, thanks.
As the room shakes, nothing comes out of the forge. But the entire back wall begins to collapse as the forge rises up itself. And the wall breaks and two enormous arms come out of this forge. Flames shoot up out of the top, creating two glowing orb eyes as the Forge of Spells, cursed by the spell plague, comes to life. Can everybody roll initiative? Clarrybelle?
It's fine. It's a 4.
Only initiative, 18.
Well, I don't want to say unexpectedly, but interestingly, the situation. Flick,
Yeah.
you are the first to go.
Okay. I'm going to, since I am next to Clarrybelle, you're going to go ahead and grab Bear's Endurance.
Yep.
So advantage on Constitution checks and 2d6 temporary hit points.
4 temp hit points.
Great. I'm just going to stay next to Clarrybelle and just sort of squeeze her hand.
Fabulous. Everybody else, mouths agape at the shock of what they've just seen, begin to step backwards and draw their weapons. Sildar is the only one in this round to attack. She steps forward, slams her enormous warhammer in. Clink! It hits, but does very little damage.
Okay.
The forge,
Yeah.
come just to life, roars with an earth-shattering shake, and lifts its arms and slams them into the ground. Can everybody make dexterity saving throws? What did we get?
8.
Fail.
22.
Okay, that is a pass. So, Flick, you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the floor around you begins to shake and crack. You only take 7 points of that damage.
Great.
And Flick, you've fallen prone.
Okay, yep.
Cecil and Lambert both fall prone. Everybody else has managed it. Now it's your turn, Clarrybelle.
Okay, raging. And I'm looking to Sildar. Is Sildar holding her ground right now?
Absolutely.
Then I'm also holding my ground, and I will reckless attack this boy. Does a 18 hit?
Just.
Oh, that's not what I want to hear. 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Lovely.
which I imagine just clings off it. Yep.
Some stones fall off it. Flick, you're on.
Flick hesitates for a second. And she thinks about the orb in her pocket.
Oh, God.
And then she activates her starry form.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
She's going to do the chalice form, which means that when I do hit point restoration, I can do it to someone within 30 feet of
Yep.
me.
Nice.
I have a feeling that's going to be needed this fight.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glowing real bright.
Amazing.
And I stand up.
Good call, good call.
That's going to be it for now.
Not a problem. Okay, here we go.
Come on, boys.
Miss. Hit. Hit.
Okay.
So we get 3 successful hits off there. And it is now the Forge turn.
Oh, gosh.
Forge turn.
Yep.
The Forge is going to take one of its arms,
Yep.
lift it up around its head, and swing through all of the people standing in front of it, which is everybody except Nundro, Cecil, and Lambert, who are
All right,
standing
yep.
further back. So can we all make dexterity saving throws?
Oh, that's the worst I've ever rolled. That's an 8.
6.
Okay, so that is 3 fails.
Yeah.
You both fail.
Yep.
So you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay. Halved.
as it just blasts through you.
Down. Also, don't at me, everyone. I know that I probably actually could have cast a spell in that round, but I didn't.
I think Wild Shape is an action to activate.
It's a bonus action for the starry form.
Oh.
Oh well, as you fall unconscious.
I remembered that after my turn. Don't worry about it.
And it is going to lift its arm and attempt to smash on Sildar, the first to attack.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, thank God.
And Sildar has resistance to the damage that
Oh, fabulous.
they take.
So Sildar only takes 5 points of damage. Okay, Clarrybelle, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just going to keep swinging at this boy. I'm going to do it recklessly again. 18 on the dice, so...
Which will hit, yeah?
Yeah. Come on, boys. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fabulous. Flick, can you make a death saving throw?
Oh, God. Yes.
Fabulous. Okay. Nundro and Cecil are going to run forward and grab Flick
Incredible.
and begin to drag Flick backwards, only about 5 or 10 feet. But you're being dragged backwards, as well as using the action to heal you 9 hit points.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Sildar is going to hold some energy within herself and then push out 3 glowing bolts. Pew, 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 pew. And Gundren and Thardan both attempt to attack and both hit, which leaves Nundro, who's going to shoot his crossbow and is also going to
Yes, boys.
Fabulous.
Turning up.
The Forge is going to again sweep by.
Dex save.
Dex save from everybody, but not you guys. Flick, Nundro, or Cecil.
Okay, dirty 20.
So you are the only one to succeed.
Oh, God.
So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that already halved for me?
So no, it's halved again. So you take
Okay.
3 points of bludgeoning
3
damage
points.
because
That's
of your
real nice.
rage.
Yeah.
Whereas as a group, they take 45 points of bludgeoning damage, which knocks down only Gundren.
Okay.
So Sildar and Thardan are still standing.
All right. Yep.
Excellent. Clarrybelle, it's your turn.
Okay. You know what I'm doing, babe. Yeah, another 18 on the die.
That hits.
Come on, boys. That is, again, 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fantastic. Flick, you now have 9 hit points and you're being dragged back. One Cecil and Lambert on each arm.
Fine. I'm real angry. I didn't like that one darn bit. I just wasted a wild shape. I'm very upset. I let them drag me back, but I'm going to once again activate my starry form. Once again into the chalice. And I'm going to slap a hand on my chest and heal myself and Gundren if he is within 30 feet of me.
He is within 30 feet.
Nice
of
Great.
call.
Beautiful. So Gundren's back up.
Yep. So he takes
12.
12 points. And I'm going to take 7.
Lovely. Can you roll a d20 for me, please?
Me?
Yeah.
14.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The rest of the group are going to attack. Everybody misses.
Oh, God.
As
Okay.
crossbow bolts, small energies of magic, swords, nothing has broken through the stone armor of
right.
this forge. As with both hands, it slams down into the ground. Can everybody make dexterity saving throws?
I'm loving this as all deck saves. Okay.
Dirty 20.
21.
Pass, fail.
I passed because I was already on the ground.
That's true. So they all fail. So now everybody except Clarrybelle is prone.
Okay.
Amazing.
And now it's going to slam down,
On me?
not on you, on the prone people.
Okay. It's a disadvantage technically, so
it-
flat
it'll
rolls.
be a flat roll. Natural 20 on Sildar. A 16, which will hit Tharden. And that will hit Gundren. Okay. How much did you heal, Gundren?
12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so Gundren's down.
Okay.
Are the rest of them up still?
The rest of them are all up, but looking really,
Yeah.
really rough. Clarrybelle.
Look, as a barbarian, there's only one thing I can really do. I just gotta hope I crit. No, but I will hit with a 21.
Yes.
Oh, that's just terrible. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. It's nothing.
Okay, a significant portion of one side is starting to break down on this forge.
Great.
So there's a number of chips and bricks that are falling out of this beautiful
I think at this point, my ancestral guardians have just all taken vigil in front of every
Each
other
of
party
them.
member.
Several dwarves and one particularly angry goblin.
Yeah.
Lovely. Flick.
All right. Well, everyone around me is fallen over, so I imagine it's not too hard to get out of their grip at this point.
Yes.
Great. And I'm going to strafe around a little bit so that I'm away from the group. Just not by far, so 25 feet. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam straight down on this guy. And just sort of give a little bit of an angry yell as I do it.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be on his turn.
Not a problem at all. All these people are going to the death saving throw. Gundren succeeds. We're going to go the 5 other attacks.
Come on.
Hit.
Yes.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Miss. Arrows shoot off, this time finding purchase in some of the gaps. Magic shoots past. An enormous golden orb shoots from Sildar's chest, causing it to shimmer and shake and start to fall to the ground. If it could fall upon one knee, it has.
All right.
But it is still alive.
Okay.
As the forge, you strafed across, but everybody else would be directly in it.
Yeah.
But it's also got to do a Constitution
Yes,
saving
please.
throw. Ooh, what's the DC? 14, isn't
14.
it? Okay. It does not succeed. Only barely. Because it's quite a Constitution-heavy creature.
That's 11 points of radiant damage.
Good.
With that moonbeam on its turn, the whole thing shakes and pieces begin falling off it.
Whatever you just did, that was great.
Almost there. Just keep going.
And it falls to the ground. Dead? You all take a collective breath. The arms break off of the main part of the body and begin to crawl themselves towards you. Don't make that face.
Wild. That's wild.
These enormous stone arms begin to move forwards towards you. Clarrybelle, it is your turn.
Okay.
Mythic actions.
So the body's down, the arms are moving. So where's the blue flame?
The blue flame is coming from the heart in the forge.
Okay. In the past, it's been the blue flame that's been controlling everything.
Correct.
So I'm gonna hit the heart of the forge. I'm not messing with the arms. I'm messing with what I think is in control.
Roll to hit.
18.
That still hits.
Yes, baby. 9 points of bludgeoning.
As you hit with your maul,
Yes.
one of the arms turns and begins to quote unquote face you
All right.
with a hand towards you. Bleak.
Hello.
You're on fleek.
Great. So the Heart of the Forge dropped right where it was, right? Mm-hmm. Great. So I don't need to move my moonbeam. That'll do its stuff next turn as well. How far away is Clarrybelle?
Everybody's
Yeah.
still within 30 feet.
Great. Yeah, we're all
You
close.
haven't moved.
I have heaps of health still.
I know, but you're the one that's about to be hit by this
That's true.
arm. Great. If I can, I would like to move up to Clarrybelle. I would like to heal her, and then who was down?
Gundren.
All right, and then he will also get the healing
Okay.
from over there.
Heal away.
Okay, Clarrybelle, you... I'm so
It's
sorry.
fine.
You get
that's fine.
5 points, and Gundren gets 10 points. And if I can back away slightly from Clarrybelle after that, that'd be great.
Not a problem. We heal up Gundren as 2 crossbow bolts shoot from behind you, one from Lambert, one from Nundro. Sildar, looking very, very rough, shoots another bolt of light from her chest plate. Tharden with his axes. Cling, cling, cling. As 4 of these hit.
Nice.
But unfortunately, Gundren did not make his attack, as he was just awoken and is still prone and not really feeling it. The Forge, do we need to make another Constitution saving throw?
Let me have... I believe so.
If it's starting its turn in its
Yep.
space, yeah.
Fail again. Yes! You're lucky.
8 points of radiant damage. I love
Not
this spell.
a problem at all.
Grr.
The Forge is going to make an attack against you
At advantage?
at advantage with a 22 to hit.
Yes.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage,
Lovely.
halved.
Have to...
To 7?
Yeah.
And then it is going to attempt to grab you.
Okay.
That is very low. Can you make an athletics or acrobatics check against grapple?
I'd love to make athletics because that's an advantage. Yeah, that's a 26.
Wow. Even with a plus 10 here, you still beat it. This hand
Incredible.
closes, Flick,
Yeah.
you see, around Clarrybelle. But then the fingers pry open as Clarrybelle, in her rage, pushes it open, and you are not grappled by this huge stone arm that is currently attempting to grab you. Pretty amazing. Clarrybelle.
I'm going to hit that stone arm. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to hit the Heart of the Forge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you are.
But I'm out.
Dirty 20.
Okay, amazing.
Damn.
15 points
That's really good.
of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Flick.
Yes.
It's
my
your turn.
Crazy. All right. You said Sildar was looking pretty rough, right?
Sildar is looking pretty rough. Tharden is not looking great either.
Great.
Gundren is obviously on death's door.
They're both within 25 feet. Mm-hmm. Gundren's still on death's door. Did he go back down?
No.
He's just still not...
I mean, you didn't heal him that
Well,
much.
he's on,
No.
I think, literally 10 hit
10
points.
hit points.
Yeah.
That's fine. He can deal. He hasn't been super helpful this fight. I'm doing my trick of running around the battlefield healing people. So I'm going to slide up to Sildar and probably as I'm running past her, just like hand brushing her shoulder, heal her, and then Tharden with my extra.
Lovely.
Nice.
Sildar gains 8 points. Tharden gains 6 points. And my moonbeam stays where it is.
4 attacks hit, this time from the group. Sildar, with renewed energy, grabs her warhammer and slams it down upon the arm that is currently attempting to grab you. And it starts to flail very, very angrily. 2 more crossbow bolts. Bing, bing. You know, like, it's working, but really it's... that's
Really,
not,
yeah.
they're not the frontline fighters, as Nutro and Cecil are like trying to run around and are not as brave as you to get too involved
Yeah.
in there. The Forge.
Make a constitution saving throw.
Failed again. Failed
This is
again.
amazing.
755.
Oh, okay.
4 points.
As the arm that is not around you,
Yes.
which the silly DM didn't use last time, it's my fault. Okay, we'll just slide past that.
What a shame.
Flaps like a fish, slaps itself, silly salmon set on the ground, leaps up and slams itself upon all of you people.
That's impressive.
Yes, which would be Gundren, Sildar, Tharden, and you.
Yep.
Not me.
Not you, because you are in an arm. Like,
Oh,
you
that's
are
right,
protected
yeah.
by the arm. Can you make
victories.
a dexterity saving throw?
Apparently not.
Fail. Fail. Fail.
19.
Fail.
That's rough.
as this enormous arm lands upon you. Everybody in there takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm down.
Okay, you go down. Gundren goes down.
Oh, wait. How much do you love me? Would you let me use my inspiration to see if I can roll a nat 20 on that dexterity?
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah,
that's what it's for.
I
If
know,
you'd like
but I
to.
didn't say it before, so I wanted to check.
No, that's fine.
Nat 20, baby.
Don't have me.
No.
That was almost what I
Oh,
needed.
so close.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I deserve to go down now. I've never used inspiration before.
And unbeknownst to you, Sildar falls.
Oh, this is dire.
Gundren is down.
Oh, this is dire.
Sildar is down.
Is Thardan
Flick
still
is down. Thardan is just
up? Oh, gosh. Okay.
as you get slapped,
At advantage.
which will hit you
Yep.
with a 21.
Yep.
So you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, halved
Up
to
to
7.
7. Lovely.
And then it is going to try and grapple you again.
20. Hang on.
Oh, God.
I really can't afford to be grappled right now. I need to call the inspiration before I know the result, don't I?
Officially, yes.
Well, hang on. So it's a 13. It has a plus 10, so unless it's rolled
Yep, do it.
below a 3, I'm going to inspiration. And roll a 1. Okay, 13.
You match it, which means you beat the DC.
Oh my god.
So you are not grappled. As again, your enormous bulk, Clarrybelle, your dress just is in tatters
yeah.
as your huge
It's basically
raging
just
arms
like my slip at this point.
burst through whatever was left of your sleeves. Clarrybelle, it's your turn.
Okay, let's go, baby. No, that's 2 2s on the die.
You
That's
do
a
not hit.
full whiff. This is going to be a rough round.
Flick, it's your turn. Please roll a death saving throw.
Keep
Success.
almost critting on those.
Okay, 1 success. So who have you got?
Gundren and Sildar need death saves.
Gundren succeeds. Sildar fails.
Is it just a regular fail?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh!
Fair.
I feel like he would have made a bigger deal if it had been a 1.
We've been like,
I mean, any damage to Sildar, one of
Yeah.
my most beloved NPCs.
Yeah. I'm so stressed. I am so stressed.
Okay.
Especially because I didn't hit, so my Ancestral Guardians are doing nothing this round.
yikes.
Okay, so Nundro, Cecil, and Lambert are going to run forwards in an attempt to rescue the people stuck underneath,
Okay.
and will drag out Gundren,
Okay.
but will not get Sildar. So one will make an attack and miss with a natural 1. Thardan is going to attempt to roll and will hit,
On your Thardan.
who is looking very, very rough,
Yeah.
as with his axes,
Yep.
blood smeared across his face. Nobody really there to see it except his few companions. As the Forge
Yeah.
is going to attempt to, first of all, slap Thardan, and will hit. So he'll take 15 points of damage and go down.
Oh, this is so bad.
And it is going to attempt to grapple Nundro, who is carrying Gundren away. Oh, yep. And Nundro is held
gosh, okay.
tight in its hand to be crushed potentially next turn. Well, it's going to slap you first.
Okay, at advantage.
At advantage with a 19, which will
Hits,
hit you.
yep.
So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Contested grapple. Okay, this one you won't be able to get.
Yeah, probably not. That's a 23.
They got 25. You are now grappled
Okay.
by this huge arm.
Yep.
Clarrybelle, you can attempt to break the grapple because it's now your turn.
Or I can still hit, I believe.
Yes,
Is it a disadvantage because I'm grappled?
I believe so.
All right, let's make it a flat roll, babe.
Nat 20.
That will hit with a 24.
Lovely.
Yeah, come on, babes.
You're kidding me.
7 points of damage.
Double 1.
It was snake eyes.
The arms begin to writhe with you in them and shake and buck on top of some people.
But my Ancestral Guardians, once again,
Yeah.
rise up to stand in between everybody and this creature.
Flick, another death saving throw, please.
Fail.
Fail. Oh, God.
It's our first fail this episode.
It is, but I'm
Impressively.
still really stressed.
Okay.
I can't help.
Come on, buddy.
Gundren fails.
Sildar dead? Is Sildar dead?
Sildar fails.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Tharden fails. That's 3 failed death saving throws.
Ooh.
Cecil can see Gundren, so he's going to heal Gundren, who has been lifted out. So Gundren is now out of the woods.
All right.
But you, Sildar, and Tharden are all still too close.
Yep.
How rough is this thing looking?
Well, it is looking quite rough.
Okay.
Obviously, it's gone through its first form.
Yeah.
It is starting to fall apart at the forge even more so.
Okay.
But it's difficult to tell at this time.
Yeah.
The arms are getting more and more distressed every time you hit.
Yeah.
On that subject.
On me?
On you.
Advantage then.
It hits anyway?
Yep.
So you take 30 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 15,
Oh, God.
What are you on?
3.
as it begins to crush you
Yeah. It's because I'm grappled.
in its grip. Correct. Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Should I want to back it up?
As this other arm crushes Nundro, and he falls unconscious. So Gundren is no longer down, but Nundro
Okay,
is
but
now
Nundro's down.
Okay, Clarrybelle, you are being crushed by this.
I have to break this grapple.
Yep.
That's a nat 20. So 27. It beat me, didn't it?
28. Oh. And you do not break the grapple.
That makes me so mad.
Yeah, it makes me mad
That's
too, to be
literally the
honest.
highest I could have possibly rolled.
Absolutely. And you do not manage to break the grapple.
That's all I can do. I'm going to die next
Yeah.
round. Well, I'm going to go down next round because it's going to hit me.
Flick.
Okay. It's a
Is this
success.
Okay. Don't do that to me.
Okay. Sildar.
No.
Sildar fails their third death saving throw.
Oh.
And dies. Nundro, 1 success. Tharden, 1 success.
We are never joining the King's Alliance. It is bad luck. Everyone we've met in it is slowly dying.
Slowly dying. It's the forge, yeah?
No.
No.
Highs or lows, Miriam?
Highs.
Cecil's going to heal Nundro.
Yeah.
That's good. Nundro would have.
Yeah.
Nundro's gonna die. I will.
So are you, but in a couple of rounds.
I can take a round or two.
So Nundro is back up with almost no hit points.
Yep.
Yeah.
As the forge attempts to crush you,
Yep.
and you take 15 points of
Down.
damage as you fall unconscious. As it attempts to crush Nundro again, on the other hand, and will also succeed as Nundro falls unconscious. Clarrybelle, can you make a death saving throw?
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yep. Success.
Lovely. Flick, can you make a death saving throw?
Oh, come
One
on,
more
baby.
success. Come on. Yes.
Oh.
3 successes.
Okay.
Flick, what are you going to do on your turn?
Do I have a turn?
You have a turn.
Turn.
Heck yes. I'm deciding whether I heal or whether I just kill this thing. There's a sensible decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not I'm going to take it. Okay. I'm going to grab the orb in my pocket. I'm going to take it out. And with my last remaining spell slot, I'm going to cast Thunderwave and attempt to make these hands lose their grip and get the hell away from my friends.
So you're trying to channel your energy through
Yep.
the orb.
I'm
That's a
feeling
choice.
that rage like the blue fire right now.
Okay. You attempt to cast Thunderwave, and you push it through. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Is this against magic?
Yes.
Is it an advantage?
Nice.
Is this the first time I've had to make
Good
a wisdom
old
saving throw against
Kenobi's.
magic? Yeah. Natural 20.
Can you roll me a d10, please?
3.
What level are you casting it at?
I only have a first level slot left.
Okay, so you cast it at 3 levels above, what you wanted to cast it at. So it's now a 4th level thunder wave.
Okay.
So that's, I think, 5
Extra, yep.
As you feel the power of the fire coursing through your body, but not overtaking you. With your natural 20. Okay. What do you need from me?
I need a Constitution saving throw.
That's going to pass.
That's fine.
It's going to fail.
All right. So the failed one gets pushed 10 feet away and takes full damage. Successful takes half. So
Because I want you to wear this. Are we saving Clarrybelle or are we saving Nundro?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Hint, hint, you should save Clarrybelle because she's an actual player in the game.
Do you want to play Nundro further?
I'd like to keep my character.
No, I have to say Clarrybelle. So how many of these am I
Do you
rolling?
want more D8s?
Yeah, that'd be great. All 8s. 25 points of damage. And I scream.
As you scream and feel the fire coursing through, you push this thunder wave out from your body, shaking not only the hand that is holding your beloved friend Clarrybelle, but also the entire room. There is something different about this thunder wave as it shimmers and crackles with blue fire, and the forge begins to convulse, and the hands begin to flail. Clarrybelle slips through the grasp and lands on the floor as the forge behind you starts to thrash and shake as it crumbles and falls all over the ground and dies. Cecil begins to rush around healing his companions.
Anyone who can't get to immediately, I'm just trying to stabilize. I don't have any healing left. I don't have any spells, but
You get to the person directly next to you, Sildar Hallwinter. And as you attempt to stabilize, you realize that Sildar is no longer breathing.
I go to do that. I realize. I take a second, and I just move on to the next person. I can't think about that right now.
And you stabilize Tharden, and then he is healed by Cecil. As they gather around Sildar's fallen body, she failed doing her duty.
She died a hero. That's what she would have wanted. We should go.
And the other members of the Lord's Alliance lift up her body and begin to carry it out of the forge.
I would like to walk over to the heart of the forge and make sure that there is nothing left there that could rekindle this curse.
There is a small blue flame left on a coal.
I squash it underneath my boot until it goes out.
Can you roll a wisdom saving throw?
That's another nat 20 for a 21.
No blue flames for us.
The blue flame calls to you. It flicks in a beautiful, magical way, but you almost don't hear it. As all you can think of is Dominic Drumwillow, Sildar Hallwinter, your own experiences near death, seeing flick on the ground as you stamp out the flame, and you leave. As you head out the front of Wave Echo Cave, already Cecil is beginning to prepare Sildar's body. Gundren is holding her pack and approaches you two. I don't believe that this is within my power, but I'm aware that she had a great amount of respect for you and was hoping that at the success of this trip, she would have something to offer you. And he opens the pack, and he pulls out 2 items. One maul that he hands to you,
I take it.
and a ring that he hands to you, Flick. Again, I am not sure if this is my ability to grant you, but I know that it's what Sildar wanted if you had survived this. And out of a pocket of the pack, he hands you 2 pins of the Lord's Alliance. She wanted to join you, if you were so willing, to become cloaks, the lowest rank of the Lord's Alliance. Whether or not you choose to join their ranks, perhaps you should take it as a symbol and a memory.
Of course. I thank you, Gundren. I'm just sorry we couldn't save her.
Me too. And he turns, and as Cecil finishes preparing the body, a service is held in memory of Sildar Hallwinter. And that's where we're going to call the session.
Okay.
Thanks for listening to Season 1 of Best Left Forgotten. Our next release will be a recap of Season 1, releasing in 2 weeks on May 25. Season 2 will begin Thursday, the 8th of June.
You can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Best Left Podcast and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page where we post updates, info, and additional content. Music by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Song list can be found in the episode description. Cover art by Cattywampus, who can be found on Fiverr. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadrio, our GM and producer. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please leave a review and tell your friends.